In closing, Bob, I mean, what advice do you have for the people out there? Obviously, get into hard currencies, get gold and silver. They can do that through Midas Resources and others. They can get your newsletter. But what else out there? What else should we be doing as soon as you get off the line? I mean, what can people do today?
Well, I think once they cover those bases, I think what they have to do is get the word out, and they can use the DVDs and any of the other information that you have available, and just keep on passing out. Be the most aggressive pamphleteer and giver of DVDs in the country, and people will respond because they're slipping deeper and deeper into a mode where they're going to be very responsive because they're losing their jobs, can't buy a new car, they may be losing their home or already have done so. And, you saw the outpouring of people, hundreds of thousands of people in England protesting about the banks and the situation there, a populist uprising. And we need that in America. We need it all over the country. And we need to, at the very, very local levels, elect people who understand what the problem is.
I couldn't agree with you more. And, the reason that Martin Luther King Jr. was so successful is that he got out in the streets and went to the people. And we haven't really been able to do that as a movement. And we constantly get co-opted. But it doesn't take, 20 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people to make a difference. You and your girlfriend can go out there. You and your best buddy can go out there. 2 people, 1 person, a huge sign. I know people that take a sheet and spray paint a website on it and go over an overpass, and they reach thousands of people every 10 minutes on a busy highway. I mean, there are a million ways to do this. You can sit in your mall parking lot and talk to people. You can go to your local church and talk to people. I mean, the ways to do this are endless as soon as you have the willpower to do so, as soon as you have identified the enemy. And the enemy are these globalists that are literally colluding now out in the open to take away our sovereignty and to bring in global governance, Bob.
Well, that's absolutely correct. And this particular meeting was a launching of 2 things: toward world government and also telling America it's time for them to take an equal back seat. They're not going to be the leader anymore.
That is exactly what they've done. They've said, the age of American dominance is over. It's Bob Chapman of the InternationalForecaster.com. Give out the number, Bob.
And that number again is toll-free, 877-479-8178. That's 877-479-8178. It's
the Alex Jones Show. I'm Jason Burmis. We'll be back after this. Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's the Alex Jones Show. I am Jason Burmis of the Infowarrior.com sitting in. I do my own little show from 9 to midnight here at PrisonPlanet.tv. We're about to go live at the 8 after break. And we're going to open up the lines for the next 2 hours. Really want to talk about this G20. We want to talk about the New World Order. Want to talk about the gold sales of the IMF. Anything that's going on right now. Maybe this school shooting. Or not school shooting, but I guess there was a high school right around it as well. It was a civic institution. Apparently, it's someone of Asian descent. And we've got 4 confirmed dead and possibly another 40 still held hostage. I have not seen a resolution to this. I don't know what's going on. I know they sent in the FBI and whatnot. Before we go into some more G20 stuff, and I want to play that Ted Turner clip, I want to thank another one of our sponsors, Cola Blue. What can I say about a Cola Blue other than it's delicious water from air? Reverse osmosis, takes out the fluoride, basically takes the humidity from the air, has 2 little sections. You can get it hot out of the thing, you can get it cold out of the thing. No water plug. Again, pulling the water from the air. It's EcolaBlue.com, ECOLOBLUE.com, or call 1-800-691-6043. That's 1-800-691-6043. Remember, no chemicals, no pollutants, no toxins, just a neutral pH. I mean, this is the cleanest and most delicious drinking water I've ever had. I enjoy the Cola Blue a lot. All right, I want to play that Ted Turner clip and then maybe take some calls. Remember, it's the Alex Jones Show, and this is what they mean by sustainable government and climate change.
War II in 1941. We have to fully mobilize everything we have and put it into changing the energy system over. And not just here in the United States, but all over the world. It's going to be the biggest business project in the history of the world. Fortunes, billions of dollars are going to be made. Hundreds of thousands of people are going to be employed. We're going to have clean air. We're going to have so many benefits from it. It's not going to cost us anything. Once we get going with it, it's not going to cost us anything. Only the people that don't understand it think it's going to. Not doing it will be catastrophic. We'll have 8 degrees. We'll be 8 degrees hotter in 30 or 40 years, and basically none of the crops will grow. Most of the people will have died, and the rest of us will be cannibals. Civilization will have broken down. What the few people who are left will be living in a failed state like Somalia or Sudan, and living conditions will be intolerable. The droughts will be so bad there'll be no more corn growing. Not doing it is suicide. Just like dropping bombs on each other, nuclear weapons is suicide. So we've got to stop doing the two suicidal things, which are hanging on to our nuclear weapons
and global
and then after that we've got to stabilize the population. When I was born,
so what's wrong with the population? I mean,
with too many people. That's why we have global warming. We have global warming because too many people are using too much stuff. But if there were less people, they'd be using less stuff. If we don't get global warming and the nuclear weapons straightened out, we don't have to worry about human rights.
All right.
All the humans will
We're all going to be dead. You know, there's the biggest. Remember, we've already got too many people. This is what Hillary Clinton's little buddy said. Too many people on Earth already. Sustainability. That means less of us. I mean, what don't you get? When they say that, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of jobs, people are going to make millions of dollars. No, the same people who are in power are going to consolidate their power further. People who have lost their jobs because we no longer have economies that create anything will have to go to these jobs, and they're not going to be good jobs. I mean, if we're going to be judged on, the type of vehicles we drive, the type of homes we live in, and literally toilet paper, folks. There are headlines that say U.S. consumption of toilet paper are worse than SUVs for the environment. Well, obviously, they're just going to control our lives even further in a nightmarish and hellish police state. We'll be back after this. It's the Alex Jones Show. I'm Jason Burmis, PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.